start nice and slow. The blood pumping a little bit. The arteries opening up. A lot more blood flow as my heart rate increases. Right now I'm at 102 ppm. Nice downhill here. Easy 19 miles an hour. Minus 3% uphill. I'm still warming up, so I'm taking it slow. See my camera picture that license plate. Okay, so I just mounted this mini Hero GoPro 11. I just got it. It was $100 off, so I couldn't resist. So I got it for $139 plus tax. Thing is, I get to use this camera, my fishing and exploring channel. So it's nice to have another camera. And I'm going to start doing some underwater shots when I catch fish. I have a camera for that. 4K I bought years ago, but I'm rarely used it. It's a cheap camera, but a little difficult to use. Not as easy as GoPro, but I think it's going to be great for underwater shots. Just to fish when I'm releasing them and stuff. I think make it more interesting. As a subscriber. Headed to Volusia County Trail. I don't know if I want to go through Gemini Springs or go east. Maybe I'll just go west and take it easy and go through Gemini Springs. Average, 13, 14 miles an hour. Keep that heart rate at average about, 118 is good fat burning. I'm starting to put on some weight. It's my age. I really got to watch what I eat. It sucks. Now, there's no bike lane off to my right. That's why I use the sidewalk. The truth is, I use the sidewalk not because it's not a bike lane, because a lot of these people, man, I don't know what's going on with them, but years, maybe probably about 4, where someone really came close to me or blew their horn right when they were up on me. Just really nasty stuff, you know. That's nothing new, man. That's been going around for 1,000 years. People were nasty in the past, back 500 years. People were nasty at BC, they were nasty after AD. The whole thing is this. There's a lot nicer people in the world, and they're all nasty. I take the 80-20 principle. A lot of them don't show their colors. There's some serious evil people out there. That's why you all need to be careful. You all need to carry this legal in your state. Make sure you pack some heat. It's really bad sometimes, but out here where I'm at, I mean, it's quite beautiful. Now where I'm at right here, these guys constantly run the stop sign. Right here. Right now it's a red light. He's gonna stop. And I got the light, so I didn't expect it that quick. So, good for me. All right, which way we go? Left, right, left, right. All right, let's do Gemini Springs. So I'm going west now. On Debary Avenue. Yeah, it's still Debary Avenue, I believe. Enterprise Road. I'm in my mid-60s, so I used to do all that racing stuff. Not anymore. Every now and then I get a hair and I'll have a ride, well, average 16, 17 miles an hour. Every now and then. But I try to control my enthusiasm now, my energy. Because I got to get back home, do some chores, play with the dog, possibly get my boat ready for fishing tomorrow. I'm thinking about going over to Cape Canaveral. But we'll see. I mean Canaveral Seashore, but we'll see. Let me go ahead and meditate on this ride and then see what's going to happen. So right now, we're doing 15 miles an hour. My heart rate is at 121. Very, very slight uphill. I just don't see why I have to ride and have my heart rate up at. I mean, when I used to ride in my group, which I'm still a member, and I'm going to stay a member. I like the group, Seminole Cyclists. I really have nothing bad to say about them. They some really nice people, man. Really nice people. There's a couple idiots in there, but that's in every group, in case you don't know. But I will ride with them on a Sunday ride. So the ride I was doing was, I believe it was 21 miles an hour average. That's the speed that you got to keep up. 42 miles. And my average heart rate on a ride like that was anywhere from 138 to 142. And I thought that was rather high, which is going to be high, so that's just the way it is, because when you're at those speeds, and they're shooting, just kidding, it's a motorcycle. I left my pistol home. Hey guys, look, don't think that because I'm on a road bike I don't have a gun. I usually carry a little 380 in my back little pouch. I bought a special pouch on Amazon, and that little 380, which is compact, it's a carry concealment, but I like to carry a 38 special. When I'm not, I carry that. That little thing's rusted really bad from all the sweat. So, unfortunately this morning, I just kind of rushed out of the house, you know, while you got the feeling. Last thing you want to do when you get up in the morning, if you're going to cycle, turn that TV on and sit on that couch. This guy's a real dope on that motorcycle. He thinks he's Mario Andretti. Or Richard Petty. Now I'm telling my age. But if you're watching this and you don't cycle, and you have the ability to cycle, in other words, your health is good where you can cycle. I mean, a lot of people want to cycle, and the proof is written on this trail, because you'll see people with all different type of bicycles out here. You know, whether it be electric, whether it be lay down. A lot of these people have these cycles because they've got something where their back is bad or something's going on, they got to be in a certain position. A lot of them need an assist. That's why I love those road bike pedal assists. It's going uphill there a little bit. My heart rate's up to 127. I'm doing 14.9. So I'm moving a little quicker than I normally do. Probably because I'm talking. But yeah, I love you guys. Everybody needs love, man. You know, it's just the way it is. You know? No matter what happens in the world, you gotta love. You gotta accept love. There's a lot of love out there. There's other things, but you know, we really need to focus on what's best. What is the best thing for you and your family? Some people, they think it's okay to earn their living by hurting others, and then they're proud of it, and that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about straight up honest, good folks like myself who work their ass off so they can retire a little younger. So everything they have, they got on their very own. That's me. And my road bike was $5 grand. Why'd I buy it? Because I'm a hard worker and I paid for it. So right now we're entered part of Gemini Trail here. I'll slow it down a little bit. Well, I'm doing real good this morning. I'm gonna slow down now. I'm averaging about 15. That's a little too quick. So you have to remember, I know a few, actually 3 or 4 cyclists my age that they're high end, man. You know, they're up there, and that's fantastic. But you know, everything you do over 60, I like to say over 50, that's physical, demanding, comes at risk. What I mean by that is, you're the type of person who's in your mid-60s or your early 60s or your mid-50s that had a sedentary job by choice, never really worked out much, rarely got their heart rate over 105, 110. Those are the high-risk cases, unless you go to your doctor, get checked out, gives you the green light, then you start off slow, like 8 miles an hour, slow. Keep that heart rate down. You can only do it for 30 minutes, 3 times a week. Start increasing it. I'm going uphill, so I'm doing 13. My heart rate's at 133. So you know I'm going uphill. We're only gonna do 15 miles. So I bought 20 ounces of water and a tangerine, a small banana, and in case I need it, an energy bar. That's a must on all my rides. You never know. You're gonna get on your road bike, your bike, whatever it is, you're down the road, 10-15 minutes, feeling all of a sudden, you get hunger pangs. I'm talking like really hungry. It doesn't happen often to me, but when it does, if I don't have my fix like I have now on me, which I always have, I'll literally turn around and go back home because my stomach will just be, and it happens every now and then, once in a while. Even when fishing, sometimes I'm not that thirsty or hungry, but there's mornings where I'll drink 3 waters before 9 a.m. Just being a little dehydrated from the day before. And then I thank the Almighty that I literally bought 6 waters. So I have plenty. In the summer though, here shortly I'm going to carry 40 ounces of water. And if I go more than 25 miles, I have a bladder I strap on my back, and that gives me about, let me see, 40, I'd say at least 50 ounces of water, between 45 and 50. So we're going uphill. We just passed the entrance to Gemini Springs. I want to see how long this mini GoPro battery is going to last. They say an hour and 11 minutes. But I bought this mini by accident. I was looking for a camera, this road bike, the one I'm riding, and I seen this GoPro mini on sale for $100 off, $139. I could not pass that up because I could use it for cycling, I could use it for fishing offshore, I could use it for so many things. It's nice. Now I could have a camera up front when I'm in my boat, one on the rail, so you're gonna get 2 views of me fighting fish. And then I have the other one where I could dip it in the water. Now the third camera, you get a close up of my catch underwater. How cool is that, man? Okay, so we're almost 5 miles into the ride already, believe it or not. I'm just yapping away. I spend a lot of time alone, so I guess that's why I talk so much. I'm around sometimes I talk too much, you know? Yeah, I mean, I genuinely really like people, so it comes natural to me. You know, I don't like the status. I hate the status of the world. I hate trust in God. It's just the way it is, man. It's been going on forever. This is nothing new that's going on nowadays. There's so many wars. It's the beginning time of man. Even the great almighty God, you know, he did to Sodom and Gomorrah. Testament's pretty violent. It's the way it was written. I disagree with it, but that Old Testament really tells it all. right here going through Gemini Springs. We're headed towards Sanford. There's a lot of curves here. Stay way to the right and seriously slow down, because these guys come through here. They have no regard. They got their head up their ass out. You know? So you gotta look out for yourself all the time. So right now we're going uphill. Here comes some runners, and a cyclist in front of them. And it looked like almost like that cyclist was leading the group, but it just worked out that way. He wasn't leading them. The guys are pretty sweaty. I used to run long distance. I used to run 10K, and my best time was 7 minutes and 12 seconds per mile. People look at me like I'm talking to myself. That was my best time. I think it was 7 minutes and like 12 seconds. It was 6.2 miles, I believe. It's a 10K. Then my fastest run in 12 miles, believe it or not, 7 minutes and 40 seconds. So, coming by. So, like you see that lady there, she was over to the left, and there's a curve. I'm gonna tell you something, these people, a lot of the people on the trail here, unfortunately, they don't have trail etiquette. They don't know it. They don't know what they're doing. If you're gonna run on this trail, you should be over here. I seen a guy running on the grass part here, a little medium. It's nice and cushiony. There's no holes uneven. That's a nice place to run. But yeah, I used to run about 26 miles a week. Every Sunday I would run 12 miles. 13. Yeah, that's about right. And then I do 3 10Ks during the week. So yeah. People at the gym that, work out at the same time as I did when I would run, they would just be looking at me. I'm on that treadmill, for an hour. Just running. I mean, fast. But I don't run anymore. Caught up with me. Stay to the right. So what happens is, on weekends, they have a group that comes through here. It could be anywhere from 10 to 15. I really don't understand why they cut through here. They should be using the street at that point. This becomes really unsafe. Last Saturday, there was like 3 guys in my lane coming right towards me. Got a flashing light up front. I don't think they saw me, so I had to yell at them. That's when I decided to get a camera, so I can show you guys moments like that. You know, when you have a group that big, anything more than... I think with the Seminole cyclists, I think they break up into 2 groups when there's 30 cyclists, so they'll make 2 groups of 15 for safety. So on this trail, I mean, you can have as many bikes as you want, but on a Saturday when there's people here, come on, man. You should be anything more than 8 bikes. There's safety in numbers. You should be in the street. That's why Seminole cyclists ride in the street. Too unsafe for us to ride on the trail. Unless, you know, it's just a few of you. And maybe 8 max. Seems like this camera has picked up my time because I'm actually riding faster than I normally do. Slow it down a little bit. So when we get to the peak of the St. John's River Bridge, I'll give you a peek of what it looks like, what the river looks like. So I put a quick disconnect on here, so you know I can just remove the camera in a split second. I don't have to unscrew it and pop it out and do all that. I got a good deal on the quick disconnect. It's magnetic. I bought one about 8 months ago and I actually liked it so much that I got a new one and I bought it for less than what I paid, about 25% less. Amazon window came up, so I got 20% off. Get this item for $10.83. I was like, that sounds good to me. I love the quick disconnects on these things. I mean, who wants to start unscrewing a knob, you know what I mean? I miss a lot of shots like that. Not that, but I could just remove the camera in a split second if I need to film something interesting, whatever it be. Sometimes there's some cool critters on here in the trail. So this is my first cycling video, episode 1. So my name is Fernando. You guys know I'm in my mid-60s. Retired now 2 years. I've been cycling 5 years. And before that I had a history of powerlifting, weightlifting, bodybuilding, and running. So, yeah, I've been physically exercising all my life. So right here is a stop sign. I know I should stop. Don't get on me, but there's nothing coming. This is a safe place to run a stop sign, believe it or not. There's any safe place. Here we go up, baby. I think you can see this incline. Yeah, I weighed in this morning at like 168. Man, that's way too heavy for me, man. I gotta get back down just under 165. 164. It's ideal. We're almost there. Woo! No, I'm not winded yet. 4 degree. 4 degree. 4 degree incline. Whew. I'm a little winded now. Oh, there's a gator. Big gator. Heart rate's 142. I'll show you the gator. See it right there? Probably can't see it. I'd say it's 5 feet, 6 feet. Here's the view. So that over there is Lake Monroe. The other side there is the St. Johns River. We're gonna head back. I want to start getting the boat ready. So I'm gonna put this back on here. And that's how easy it is to put back on. Isn't that cool? All right, guys. We may not take a break. I got snacks. But I don't. We may not stop. Now we head back, guys. Track. So we're doing 20 miles an hour. We came off the bridge doing about 23. I'll slow it down. Just gotta keep yourself together. Stop up here, just eat a small banana. And I'll show you what I look like. Right here, you always gotta be real careful. Coming out. Okay, so I'll put stop here. Hello, everybody. So here's what I have. Banana, Cliff Bar, which I probably won't eat, and a tangerine. Sometimes I eat it all, sometimes I eat one piece, sometimes I don't eat it all. This morning I was a little heavy. I'm just gonna put some potassium since my muscles are working. I am sweating a little bit. Might have to adjust that camera a little bit up. Let me see if I'm still in the shot. Well, if you're watching, I appreciate it, because I'm going to upload this to my cycling channel. I don't get many views, my fishing channel. I get good views, but I'm going to try to build up my cycling channel, so any of you guys that want to get involved in cycling, maybe watching me, maybe watching listening to some of the stuff I say, may help you. It's organic matter, but it's going in the woods. It's organic. The animals will eat it. So I'm not going to take much of a break. We're going to get back on and keep on cycling. And I'm not going far, so I don't even really need a break. I can go 15 miles easily without a break. When I do 25 miles, I usually go about 15, I'll take a break. Then I'll ride the rest back. Got some good energy this morning, so. I didn't have this much energy when I left the house. That's the reason why you should cycle. When I left the house, I was kind of groggy and tired. Now I'm alert and awake. Feel good. I'm just trying to decide where I'm going to fish tomorrow. Should I go to Mosquito Lagoon? Should I go back into canals? Go offshore on my bigger boat, but yeah, I go 15 miles offshore, but 2 feet, 3-4 second intervals just doesn't cut it. I'll do 2 feet if the intervals are 10 seconds plus. Really, ideally 12 plus. Then that means there's 12 seconds between waves, between swells. And it becomes very smooth, actually, like a sway, just like Led Zeppelin in the song "The Ocean's on a Sway." So, but if the waves are a little closer, in time-wise, like at 3 seconds, you got a serious chop. At 8 seconds, there's a chop, and then depending on the wind, which way the Gulf Stream is going. Here around Florida on the East Coast, the Gulf Stream goes north. If the Gulf Stream is going north, and the wind is more from the north, and you get two opposites, it seems to be roughly. Now there's a curve, so I won't go around these guys right away. I'm going to sneak up on them, make sure no bicycles are coming, and then I go around them safely like I just did. See? So, very safety conscious. I should be. I spent 4 years on an aircraft carrier, U.S. Navy. Now you know why I'm so safety conscious? You got it. When you work on the flight deck of an aircraft carrier, you become safety conscious real quick or you die. And I was a mere 18 years old when I was on an aircraft carrier. I just turned 18. No, yeah, I was 18 actually. So, yeah. It's nice I get little bennies being a veteran. I'm glad I'm a veteran. I love my country. I love America. I love the USA. Best country in the world. Gotta watch some runners. Don't try to run on you real quick. guys know, I'm looking for a girlfriend. I don't see anything good out here. You guys, some of you guys don't know. Whew. I meet so many people, I meet so many women that I don't get it, man. No exercise and they have plenty of time. Instead they want to cry about their problems. In their spare time, that's what they do. They worry. They cry about their problems. Instead of doing something constructive, getting your heart rate up, stress. They relieve a lot of stress. Look at the little bunny rabbit. You know, between me and you, I see a lot of healthy people. There's a deer, guys. Did you see that, guys? Look at that. There's two of them, guys. Look. You see him right there? No, stop. Is that cool or what? That looks like Bambi. That looks like Bambi. First time I seen deer over here. First time. They don't seem to be too afraid of me. And that's her fawn. And that's mother. And they're back there. And that is so cool. First time. And the thing, what's scary is they're headed west. And there's a road there. There's not much. If they head back east, you know, this is all populated. I don't know how they live over here. They're back there. She's feeding on the grass. Oh, that was cool. That's what I mean, the creatures that you see out here. I was talking about that earlier in the video. But, you know, I wasn't going to get any closer than that. I would have got startled and ran away. They didn't get startled. They walked away slowly. There's another rabbit. There's a bunny there on the right. Right there. I don't want to make this video too long, but I am testing how long I can record with this camera, so I'm going to keep it going. Maybe they say an hour and 11 minutes. We've been cycling now 44 minutes. Nice part of the trail here. Just luscious trees and a lot of shade. Just feels cool. Yeah, she has some boobs. So if you're watching, just feel free to ask me any questions. I'm gonna be doing more of these. Next time I'm gonna have a kind of a topic set up. I didn't even think I was gonna talk this morning, but that's how it ended up being. More of a ride. Me talking to the camera. I like this little GoPro Mini. It doesn't take up much space. I can still put 2 hands on both the inside of the handlebars, which is important. Good distance. That's the entrance to the park again we just passed. We're going uphill a little bit here. It's a 3% incline. What a cute little dog. Hey, puppy. I love dogs. He's so cute. I take him home. I seen him the other day, actually. I seen him. People probably recognize me because of my tattoos. They know who I am by my tattoos. The only one with tattoos big on my arms that rides over here. Okay, this is the exit of Gemini Springs Park in Debary, Florida. This is where the cars come out. No one's there. I know it was a stop sign. I stop at some stop signs. I stop at the street stop signs for sure. I guarantee you, there's a Volusia County squad car anywhere nearby, I stop, even if in doubt. Because they can write you the ticket, then it's the burden's on you, the defendant, to prove otherwise, to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you did not commit the infraction, nor that you intended, nor had the means to commit the infraction. It's funny. Yeah, I gotta do something about my weight. 168 is too heavy, man. I'm trying to get them handles. I'm 5'10". Most of you are probably going, oh God, you're so lucky. Oh, you know, but it's the way I feel. I feel heavy, I really do. But when I was running, long distance running, I was a vegetarian at one point too. And I managed to keep a weight of 172. So I ran at 172, which is heavy, but I was extremely muscular. So I was 172, but I had like a 31 waist. Yeah, about a 31 waist. Depending on the jeans. I mean, for my age, I'm still muscular, but the body changes, of course, you know. That's why you got to keep working out no matter what, no matter how you feel. It's absolutely natural. to wake up in the morning. I'm not talking about everybody. For some people, it's absolutely natural to wake up in the morning, be sleepy, groggy. It takes you a while to get going. Some people jump up out of bed and go. Now, when I was working, I was so enthusiastic about what I did that I would jump out of bed, run and go. Now, since I'm retired, I'm just groggy, a little more lazy. But I'm disciplined. I know what's got to get done. And I know that for me, to continue the lifestyle that I live, going offshore by myself, fishing, boating, a lot of physical stuff, and I need to continue doing training. You know, guys, if it wasn't for me working out, I believe I'd be dead. I had an incident in Mexico. I'll tell you guys about that incident another day, maybe on my next ride. It's kind of a long story, and I'm in an area where there's more noise. But yeah, I should have been dead. Should have been dead about 3 times. I'll tell you all the stories. I'll tell you about the time twice that I almost drowned. I'll tell you about the burning building. I'll tell you about the crash on the flight deck when I was up there. You want stories? I got some stories. They're all true. There's no grace in lying. There might be grace in little white lies, little bullshitting, but everybody does. Kind of to exaggerate shit, get people's attention. That's why people bullshit. The little white lies, the big lies. So the question is this: if someone does little lies, right? Little white lies, harmless lies, then can they really do big lies? I think the answer to that is no. I think there's certain people that do a little bullshit here and there lies. But when it comes to the big shit, they don't want no problem because they're very conscientious of the consequences. You know, if there were no laws for stealing, right? A lot more people would be stealing. Like, probably half the population, maybe 80%. Morale nowadays, because of social media and the way a lot of kids were raised, away from the parents working all the time, parents fighting, parents having arguments in front of the children, then you know that it affects them. Or parents that tell their kids that they're pieces of shit. Parents that tell their kids that they'll never amount to anything. I know. I'll just tell you from experience. I won't go deep into anything, but a child, a baby, first off, a toddler has no means of protecting themselves. And neither does a young teenager. Very noisy here, guys. We'll talk about that more. You'll miss a lot of it. I don't even know if this is picking up my voice, because this Mini 11 GoPro that I'm recording with, it's my first time recording with it. I just got it in the mail a couple days ago. But I have another camera coming today that has an app I'm going to check out for 30 days. If I like it, I'll keep it. Definitely keeping this one, but I can easily take the mount off and easy disconnect the camera. Just put the other one on. The other one has much longer battery life than this, like 4 or 5 times the battery life. It's 4K, 30 FPS. And I'm going uphill. I'm really riding fast compared to what I normally do. I'm riding faster, but it doesn't feel like it. Probably because I'm talking, or my legs are fully healed. They're not sore at all and ready to go. Alright guys, this is the light that we came through. I'm gonna cross back over. My battery's gonna go out here soon. So I'm facing east. If you go that way, this trail takes you all the way to Titusville and Daytona. Just so you guys know. Crossing here. Gentleman in that truck. See how he went way over for me? But I'm getting off here. Get back on the sidewalk. We're cruising 19. So guys, the battery's dead. Just want to let you know. I should be home in a few minutes. I want to thank everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. The battery lasted about 1 hour and 2 minutes. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk again soon. Bye-bye. Love you. Bye.